All right, now let's get to the Sean Diddy Combs racketeering and sex trafficking trial as it winds down.
Well, Mario, Combs' daughters arrived hand in hand for court today as the prosecution presented its closing argument. A lot of nervous energy in the courtroom today as Combs, wearing light pants and a white sweater, put his hand to his heart, acknowledging his family sitting in the front row. Legal analyst Misty Marris was in the courtroom where she says the prosecution's closing arguments appeared to have an effect on Combs.
Diddy was writing on Post-it notes, exchanging notes with his attorneys. He was really despondent looking, but that look is something the jury may notice, and his lawyers may tell him to look a bit more engaged. Combs is charged with 5 different counts. He's charged with transportation to engage in prostitution, 2 violations of what's called the Mann Act. In my view, prosecutors have proved this. It only requires that state lines were crossed for the purpose of engaging in prostitution. The last charge is racketeering conspiracy, or RICO. There are several elements to RICO that, in my view, are a bit of a stretch. First, it requires a conspiracy between Combs and at least one other person. Prosecutors say these co-conspirators were his chief of staff, nicknamed KK, D-Rock, Uncle Paulie. The fact that they didn't take the stand speaks volumes.
But Marris's opinion is it's highly unlikely Diddy will be a free man.
In my view, he's very likely to be convicted on the Mann Act charges. If he were to be convicted on that alone, there is a maximum of 10 years. If he were to be convicted on one or more of the 2 sex trafficking charges, he would face a 15-year minimum sentence.
Well, tomorrow the defense begins their closing arguments, which will be followed by the government's rebuttal. Then, of course, it goes to jury.
Yes, and we should have a verdict next week.